All right, so the example from the last video that we just did brings us to the idea of the discriminant, because the discriminant is the portion of the quadratic equation that is underneath the radical symbol. It's that b squared minus 4ac. That portion of the quadratic equation is going to tell you how many solutions your equation has. Okay, so if this is positive, you know that your solution is your equation is going to have two real solutions, because you're going to need to break this off into two different equations, the plus and the minus. If what you get underneath the radical symbol is a 0, like what we just got here, because this is a 0, we didn't really have to break it off into two equations, because you're adding 0 or you're subtracting 0, which is the same thing. So you're only going to end up with one real solution. Okay, and then if what you end up with in the discriminant is a negative, your equation is going to have no solution, because you can't have a negative under a radical symbol. That's an imaginary number. It wouldn't work. So that would be no solution. So you may get a question that looks like this, and it just asks you not to solve it or anything like that. All it's asking you to do is to determine the number of solutions that this equation is going to have. And so this is even easier than anything else that we've been doing, because all you have to do is still go ahead and define A, B, and C. So A we know is going to be 1. B here we know is going to be 8, and C is going to be a negative 3. And so without even solving the equation, all you can do is look at what that discriminant is. Look at that portion underneath the radical symbol, which is going to be b squared minus 4ac, and substitute those values into that and see, do you get a positive number, do you get 0, or do you get a negative number? And that'll give you all the information that you need. So b is 8, so I have 8 squared minus 4 times a is 1 times c is a negative 3. And then let's simplify that. 8 squared is 64 minus 4 times 1 is 4 times negative 3 is a negative 12. So you have minus a negative 12 or plus 12, which is going to give you 76 as your answer. Because this is positive, because what you have under your radical symbol is a positive number, you're going to end up with two real solutions. So your answer will be 2 real solutions. And you're done.